Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining today's session, Power Apps for Approval, Simplifying Business Processes with One Click. I'm Shams, a Power Platform consultant, and I'm thrilled to walk you through how to build efficient, automated approval workflows using Power Apps, Power Automate, Teams, and SharePoint. Here at Advisicon, we help organizations achieve greater impact by leveraging work management technologies to accomplish more with less. As work management consultants and technology specialists, our focus is on streamlining processes, improving systems, and achieving better outcomes. Here's our roadmap for today. We will explore the approval process, walk through a build, integrate it into Teams and SharePoint, compare templates and custom solutions, look at real world examples, and finally, I will demo a full example you can recreate. We will end with a summary of everything we've covered. I'm Shams, a Power Platform developer at Advisicon. I'm passionate about Power Apps and the incredible ways they can transform business processes. As a CRM and Power Platform consultant, my journey has been all about designing and implementing customized solutions using the Power Platform, which includes Power Apps, Power BI, and Power Automate. And today I'm here to guide you through our webinar exploring practical tips of how to make our approval processes better using Power Apps and Power Automate. Introduction to approval workflows. Whether it's leave requests, expense reports, or purchase orders, approvals are part of every business. Manual steps slow things down. That's where the Power Platform shines. It allows us to build smart, simple solutions quickly, even without traditional coding. Creating an approval workflow in Power Apps. This is the general architecture. Power Apps captures the request, Power Automate handles the logic, and your data lives in SharePoint or Dataverse. All actions, submission, approval, and outcome are covered in one seamless flow. We will use SharePoint to store requests. In Power Apps, we will design a simple form and connect it to a button that launches the approval process via Power Automate. The Power Automate flow will trigger when a new item is added to the list. The start and wait for an approval action handles the interaction. Then we update the item and notify the requester accordingly. Integrating with Teams and SharePoint. One of the most user-friendly features is how Power Automate integrates with both Microsoft Teams and Outlook. In Teams, approvers receive a rich adaptive card with all the request details. They can approve or reject the request directly in chat without opening any other app. And if your team prefers email, the same approval card is also sent via Outlook. Again, all the necessary information is there and actions can be taken instantly, approve or reject with one click. You can even include a deep link to the Power App, so if the approver wants to see more context or additional request details, one click takes them straight to the record in the app. This multi-platform integration really helps streamline the experience for managers who are always on the go. SharePoint acts as the data source here, making it easy to store, update, and report on requests. You can later use Power BI to analyze approval trends or bottlenecks. Pre-built templates versus custom solutions. Templates are amazing when you're just getting started. They cover basic use cases and get you moving quickly. But when your process involves complexity like multiple approvers or exceptions, custom solutions are worth the investment. Real-world use cases. As we start exploring Power Automate, let's first look at identifying key business processes that can benefit from automation. Automating routine tasks can save significant time, reduce errors, and allow employees to focus on higher value work. Who could benefit from these automations? For example, an account manager or really any team member who frequently handles client-related documents. They could see an immediate improvement. How Power Automate can help. Let's consider a common scenario. When an email with an attachment related to a client arrives, the attachment needs to be saved in the correct SharePoint folder. Manually, saving these attachments takes time and often means searching through emails to find the latest files. Power Automate can take over this task by automatically saving email attachment to the relevant SharePoint folder, making the documents easy to locate in the correct document library. Another great opportunity for automation is in managing employee time off requests, which can benefit both employees and managers. Imagine the typical process for requesting time off. An employee submits a request, and then there is a series of emails or approvals that can sometimes slow things down. With Power Automate, we can create an automated approval process that streamlines this entirely. Here's how it works. When an employee requests leave, Power Automate sends an automated request directly to their manager. The manager can review and respond to the request, and once they make a decision, a notification is sent back to the employee with the response. This automation helps keep everyone in the loop without manual follow-ups and reduces the back and forth emails, saving time for both employees and managers. Plus, it ensures requests are processed in a timely and organized way, making it easier to manage time off schedules throughout the year. Let's look at another key business process that can benefit from automation. Document approvals, especially for project managers. In many cases, critical documents need approval before they are finalized and shared, and this can be a time-consuming process involving multiple follow-ups with team members. Power Automate can help by automating this workflow, making the approval process faster and more efficient. Here's how it works. When a new document is uploaded to a designed SharePoint folder, Power Automate can trigger an approval request, which is sent to the appropriate approvers. They can review and approve the document directly from the notification they receive. Once all approvals are complete, Power Automate will send a notification to team members via Teams, letting them know the document is ready to go. This automation saves time, reduces the need for manual follow-ups, and ensures that everyone stays informed about the document status, all within a streamlined, automated process. Live demo example. Now let's bring it all together with a real demo of an approval app you can build in just a few minutes. We will start with our data source, a SharePoint list. That's where the request will be stored. So I've gone to my SharePoint site and created a list called Time of Requests. And I've added the following columns: start date, which is a date and time, and then end date, date and time, leave type, which is a choice, and it's going to be vacation, sick, personal, and other, and then submitted by, which is a person, and then approver comments, which is a multiple line of text. So with just a few clicks, we now have a centralized place to track all leave requests. Now, step 2 is to auto-generate the app from SharePoint using the template. Click on New App and then start with an app template. Then choose from SharePoint. Now I'm just going to copy and paste my SharePoint site URL. Now I can see my list and create app. Here's where the magic of Power Apps comes in. We don't need to build the app from scratch. Power Apps can actually generate one for us. So from my SharePoint list, I clicked Integrate Power Apps and then Create an App. And so now I'm just going to name it Time of Approval App, and I can just create the app. And just like that, Power Apps auto-generates a full app for us with a home screen, a details screen, and a form to submit new requests. No code needed. This is how easy it is to get started. Let me open the edit screen. So the form is already connected to SharePoint and all the fields are pulled directly from our list. Now, I made one small change to improve the user experience. I added a notification to the submit button. I selected the check mark icon, which is the submit in the top right corner, and I updated the formula to add the notify your leave request was submitted successfully. And then this basically gives users immediate feedback that their request was submitted. And behind the scenes, the request is now stored in our SharePoint list. Now I'm just saving the app and then hit publish. Now let's build the automation that handles the approval. For that, we will use Power Automate. In Power Apps, I clicked Power Automate, and then now I'm just going to create a new flow. I chose here an automated cloud flow, and I will name it Send Time of Approval Request, and I will select the trigger when an item is created from SharePoint. So now for the first step, obviously is to always connect, and then the trigger is when a new item is created in the time of request list. So now we're just going to select our site and list. Now I'm going to add an action for start and wait for an approval. The approval type is going to be approve reject first to respond. And then for the title, time of request from, and then I'm going to use the trigger output title from our trigger. And then I'm just going to use my email for testing. And then for the details, you can just include leave type, the dates, and reason, for example. Next, I'm going to add a condition if outcome is approved. If yes, then I'm going to update the SharePoint item status to approved, and then I'm going to set the approver comments approved or use the comment from the response. Now I'm going to do the same thing for if no, so if it's false, I'm going to update the item status into rejected, and then I'm going to set the approver comments into rejection reason. Now, after our for each loop, I'm going to add a new action for sending an email to the requester to let them know if their request has been approved or rejected. So in the true branch, I'm going to add the one for approved. And then for the false branch, I'm going to add the one for rejected. So what we've done is create a simple, clean approval flow that automatically updates the request status and logs any feedback from the approver and also updates the requester. Once you're done, just click on Save. And now your flow is ready to go. We recommend you can test it. Now I'll go back to my app and then I click on Play. And now we're going to go ahead and test everything we've built. So now we're just going to fill in the live type and the start date, end date, the reason, and then we're going to click on Submit so we can see the notification that's going to pop up. So here I'm making some small changes. Let's go ahead and test everything we've built. So you open the app, you click plus to submit a new request, and then you're going to fill in the title, the leave type, the start date, the end date, the reason. And then you're going to click on submit, and then you're going to see there's a notification that's going to pop up. Your request has been submitted. Yay! Now, if we refresh our SharePoint list, we can see that a new row was added and it's marked as pending. And just like we set up in our flow, the approval request is already on its way. If I go back to Power Automate and I refresh the flow runs, our flow has already started. Okay, now we got the notification. One of the best parts is that approvers don't have to leave Teams. They can take action right from the chat. So now they can just click on reject or approve, and they can also add their comments. Approve, like have a nice break or enjoy your family trip. Whether your managers prefer Teams or Outlook, they get the same streamlined experience and they don't have to log into Power Apps unless they want more context. And so here we just got the last email. Now, if we go back to the time of request SharePoint list, as you can see, the status is now approved, and then we have the approver comments, which is, approved. And there you have it, an end-to-end automated approval system built in minutes, not days. So in just a few steps, we created a user-friendly Power App, connected it to a SharePoint list, and automated the approval process with Power Automate and made it all accessible through both Teams and Outlook. That's the power of low-code development with the Microsoft Power Platform, simplifying business processes with just one click. Summary and takeaways. To recap, Power Apps and Power Automate help simplify business decisions and reduce manual steps. With Teams and SharePoint integration, everything lives where your team already works. Whether you start with a template or build from scratch, approvals don't have to be complicated. Thank you for watching this webinar. Please feel free to reach out with any questions. Like or follow us on our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We offer many free trainings in our online academy. You can access those by visiting advisicon.thinkfic.com. For project managers, simply become a member of Advisicon Academy to receive the code to redeem PDUs. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.